Pineview here down to Cordele. This is part of the storm that I'm starting to really get concerned with. It looks like we're really starting to see some intensification there, more so than we did just 15, 20 minutes ago.
Long johns?
No, just the regular suit pants, actually, Kenny. I'm braving it out here,
Right,
but I figure the winter coat is good enough. Right around McRae and Alamo, that's where we're going to find the strongest winds just out ahead of this. This is immature. You want to give this another couple of weeks, but when you find one of these bright fire engine red ones, now the veterans here, they can pick these off with one hand. I'm going to use two. You just hold the plant and just grab it right at the end. Give it a nice little tug. We plot 3 temperatures from Canada. All 3 of those Canadian readings warmer than it is here in Middle Georgia. You may be asking yourself, how can that happen? I'll tell you, Kenny. We've got high pressure sitting right overhead, and the flow around that is going to be clockwise. So you're pulling warm, moist air up from the Gulf of Mexico right through the center of the U.S. and on into Canada. Winds continuing out of the northwest, and now we got one of those gusts going. Hasn't been too windy out here, though, for us in the backyard garden thus far. Temperatures are starting to warm up where I'd say you got to be at least into the 60s, although I haven't looked at my maps to verify that. But getting into Sunday, like I said, the chance for rain returns, although at this point it looks like it'll just be rain showers and not the potential severe weather that we see today. So it's pretty much a guarantee that we're going to see those storms move through tonight. May not see severe weather area-wide, but there will certainly be isolated severe storms, with damaging wind gusts being the main threat, not only for the afternoon storms, but also that line of thunderstorms coming in late tonight.
And we have unusual weather for the month of November, don't we?
We will have
on the
unusual
way.
weather coming in, yes. Temperatures this morning slightly below average. Our normal low would be more so around 43, 44, whereas right now we're about 40 degrees, so we're a little bit below that, but it gets significantly colder as we go into the next couple of days. So this afternoon is kind of our last mild afternoon until the weekend. We'll see highs still making it into the upper 60s, but a cold front moves in later today, and winds will be pretty strong behind that front. We'll see temperatures dropping off quickly, so it's down into the low 30s for tomorrow morning. With the wind factored in, we could see wind chills in the low 20s tomorrow morning, so you'll want to have the heavier coat handy, and temperatures struggling to make it to 50 degrees tomorrow afternoon despite sunny skies. So that's the cold air that's moving in, but it's not sticking around for long. Back into the upper 50s after that very chilly start to Thursday morning, and we'll see those nighttime temperatures start to get warmer as well heading on into the weekend. Right now, skies are mainly clear across Middle Georgia. Not a lot going on here for the time being. That will be changing, though, later today as a push of colder air, which is currently sinking through the Ohio River Valley, makes it in. The leading edge of that responsible for a few snow showers from sections of eastern Kentucky, West Virginia, on into the northeastern states. Don't think that snow is going to make it here, more so into the Carolinas. Most of the moisture with this system is going to bypass us to the north and east. So really here in Middle Georgia, all I think that you're going to be seeing this afternoon is just a little bit of extra cloud cover as that front slides on into the area, and then behind that front, skies clear out and winds really pick up out of the northwest. We could be looking at sustained winds in the neighborhood of 10 to 20 miles per hour, and that is exactly what's going on through the Ohio River Valley all the way down into sections of Oklahoma and Texas. Sustained wind of 24 miles per hour in Dallas. So sustained winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Gusts today could reach 30 or 35 miles per hour. Because of that, we have a wind advisory in effect for all of Middle Georgia that starts at 4 p.m., goes into the nighttime hours. So here's what's going on. Well above the ground. Like I said, we're going to see the surface winds pick up this afternoon, but even 5-6 miles above our heads, the jet stream winds also helping to control things. So right now, that jet stream right through the Ohio River Valley where we're seeing that snow. Overnight tonight, that jet stream is going to make a significant dip to the south, and that will allow that cold Arctic air to start funneling on into the area. So that will happen later today and into tonight. By Wednesday, temperatures struggling to make it to 50 degrees across Middle Georgia, and we will be looking at mid-20s, possibly record-setting lows going into Thursday morning. Right now, we're at 39 in Macon. It's 42 in Warner Robins, 43 degrees our current temperature at Eastman, so it's upper 30s to low 40s. Highs today, upper 60s, so still a mild day, but here comes that colder air as that front passes in. Now, this model putting us at 27 for tomorrow morning. I think the winds will stay strong enough overnight. That will keep temperatures out of the 20s for most of us, but still, it is going to be a very cold start to the day. Wind chills down in the low to mid-20s tomorrow. We'll see a high on Wednesday afternoon, low 50s, upper 40s. That's all the warmer it's going to be, so a good 15 degrees or so cooler than this afternoon. And this is our 4 a.m. reading, 28. We're still going to be dropping for about 3 more hours after this on Thursday, so likely bottoming out in the mid-20s. So we've got a freeze warning in effect for all of the, well, not all the area, but most of the area overnight tonight. So that will mean temperatures near or below freezing. Tomorrow, I would expect to see that freeze warning encompass all of Middle Georgia for Thursday morning. So we're looking at a high today in the upper 60s. One last mild afternoon before the really cold air gets here, but that cold air does not hang around for too long. In fact, highs back to around 70 by the weekend.
20 minutes till 7. Sunshine returns today.
Indeed it does, Kenny.
Yeah, I've been listening to the forecast this morning. I'm paying attention.
I am so glad that you are, because you're sitting up here with the laptop, and some mornings I don't know if you're just shopping for ties or what's going on when I'm over at the green room.
No, I'm studying the forecast.
You might want to look for a winter coat. It's getting kind of chilly outside. We've got 20s and 30s out there this morning, but fear not. Later this afternoon, the high will be within a couple degrees of average for this time of year. Our normal high is 60, so we won't be too far off from that with highs in the upper 50s today. But we'll see another cold night tonight, down around 30 to start your Thursday, mid-50s for highs on Thursday afternoon. It's a little cooler than today, and back into the upper 20s for lows Thursday night. But we do start to warm back up just in time for the weekend. Upper 50s on Friday, and you'll notice a bigger difference Friday night with those lows staying in the 40s. That as more cloud cover starts to roll in advance of some weekend rainfall. But no rain in the forecast in the short term. It's just cold out there. 36 degrees colder than it was yesterday at this time in Macon. 37 degrees colder in Eastman, and the closest to where we were yesterday is Eatonton, and even there we're 18 degrees colder than we were just 24 hours ago. So a bitter cold start to the morning. Temperatures well below normal, but we're not talking about setting any records here. The records this time of year generally in the teens, so we're not anywhere near that, but still cold, to say the least. 28 in Sparta right now, 29 degrees in Macon. We're at the freezing mark, 32 Warner Robins, 30 in Butler. Thomaston checking in at the freezing mark, and 31 right now in Macon County in Montezuma. It's 29 degrees currently in Atlanta, 24 Rome. Also Huntsville checking in the mid-20s, so to our north, even colder than it is right now. So it could be worse here in Middle Georgia. We've got clear skies at the moment. That will not be changing heading on into the afternoon. A little bit of cloud cover right along the coast today. Also a few clouds drifting in from the Gulf of Mexico into South Georgia, but that will be about the extent of the cloud cover. Maybe a few high, thin cirrus clouds for us, but in general, skies will be mostly sunny today. And we're going to continue with the mainly clear skies into tonight. Winds this afternoon, light 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the northeast, so not those strong gusts that we were dealing with yesterday. Like I said, clear skies tonight, light winds, so that will set the stage for another chilly start to the morning with readings maybe a degree or two warmer than this morning, but it's still going to be rather chilly as we get into your Thursday. But like I said, we'll see more cloud cover start to roll in Friday night. That will lead to a milder night. But then we'll see the rain start to push into the area on Saturday. So the green here, that is a rain forecast from one computer weather model. The blue is the rain forecast from a different extended computer model. And they're both in pretty good agreement and have been for most of this week in that the rain will arrive overnight Friday night into Saturday, with the majority of that heavy rainfall coming in on Saturday. Some of us could see upwards of an inch to an inch and a half of rain with this event. But we do start to see some differences heading on into Sunday, with one model clearing things out by Sunday morning, the other holding on to rain. And I'm at this point kind of playing middle of the road here. I think we'll still see some rain showers for Sunday morning, but by Sunday afternoon we should begin to see that clearing and then dry conditions to set in for the beginning of the next work week. Today, staying dry, mostly sunny skies, highs close to average. We'll be in the upper 50s for readings this afternoon, but another cold night tonight. Lows back down around 30 as we start your Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, a little cooler than today, warming up to a high around 60 by Saturday, with heavy rain likely throughout the day on Saturday.